turn on your notification bell. You will still get those information you are looking for. Thank you.
Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Let's see if he can survive. But if he don't, Nigeria can never be the same again. Rita Edochie expressed her concern over the health condition of Onyendo, and that's what's happening now. Rita Edochie, the Nollywood veteran actress, if you like. So this lady has been expressing concern over the continued detention of the leader of the IPOB, Onyendo Nnamdi Kanu. She has never hidden her support to the leader of the IPOB because she said this man is an agitator. This man is a freedom fighter. This man is only expressing his fundamental human rights. And she believes that self-determination is never an offense or crime in any given society across the whole world. All right? And this time around, the issue of health of the leader of the IPOB has been on the front burner. The woman is saying, please, I don't want to believe that what I'm hearing about the health of the leader of the IPOB is true. The federal government, please release this man now to allay the fears of Nigerians, of the international community, over his deteriorating health condition occasioned by DSS his continued illegal detention in their own facility. So, Rita Edochie said in her post, I quote, I just pray that what I heard about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not true. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Let's see if he can survive. But if he don't, Nigeria can never be the same again. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the only agitator in this country. So why is he being treated this way? End of quote. That's the statement of this woman. Her feelings and concern represents that of the majority of the people of the Southeast, the Biafran women. Yes. About 98% of the Biafran women have this, they are sharing the same feeling and concern with Rita Edochie over the continued detention of the leader of the IPOB by the federal government after a court of competent jurisdiction have declared him free of all frivolous charges and said he should go, that the DSS should let him go. And not only that, that the federal government of Nigeria, who at their instance, the DSS has been holding the leader of the IPOB, should pay adequate compensation to the leader of the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As we are speaking, he is still being detained after all these court judgments that declared him discharged and acquitted. And so, even the United Nations Human Rights Working Group on Human Rights have actually said, look, they have inducted both the government of Nigeria and the government of Kenya and demanded for adequate compensation as well for the leader of the IPOB. So, in all this, the federal government have actually, feigned deaf ear to all this. And so the women in the Southeast are not finding it funny at all that the government that's supposed to be the custodian of the law, protect it, guide it jealously, are the ones trying to, make the law look so cheap, make it look as if the law means nothing, treat it with levity. So the women are pleading with the federal government that, look, if you fail to release this man, this country will continue to be in tatters, in shambles. It will continue to go in this negative direction that it has been going. Look at what has been happening. Yes, the Nigeria has been going on the negative side, negative. Each morning you wake up, you will hear a negative news about the country. That's all. Honestly speaking, there's nothing that excites people. There's nothing that gives hope to the people. It's all about, people having this, it is dreary, frustrating. People are losing hope on a daily basis in the country. And so there's nothing good coming out of the country and no good news. It's all about negativity. So Rita Edochie, representing the Biafran women, they're saying, Buhari, released the leader of the IPOB, allay the fears of Nigerians, allay the fears of the international community. Release him, let us watch and see if his health will continue to deteriorate. Because from the foregoing, it is now evident that, look, even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released today, that his health condition, Buhari's regime should be held responsible, even in the next 5 to 6 years, if anything untoward happened to him. Yes, from the foregoing. That's the point. I might be right, I may be wrong, but the medical doctors, his personal physician, must give this, must be the people to actually put up a certain date whereby after it, the federal government will be free, even if anything talking about his health condition happened. That is it. But the personal physician must be consulted on this, and they must give the federal government this time frame that even if he's released, we're talking about, that if anything untoward happened to him health-wise, from social time to social time, the government will be held responsible, because we have seen that they might have injected something into him, that might have poisoned him so that he will slowly die even if he's been released now. So these are the things we must put into consideration. We are no fools and nobody's fool, and we are watching the development with keen interest. That is it. So it's not only to release him now, because we have been calling for the release before now, until this issue of poison come up. And so the way where we stand now is this point that, look, even if you release him now, we must watch it to a point of, let's say, 5-6 years, as the case may be. We have said it is subject to his personal physician to actually put up the duration and say, now the federal government, you might be declared free. You might be declared free, that you are no longer an interested party, and if something untoward happened, you will not be held responsible at this time when it must have elapsed. And so that is the situation. When we have been calling on the government to release the leader of the IPOB before this issue came up, it seems we are trying to hit up the polity, but we are trying to do service, justice. It's even in the interest of the government, in the interest of Nigerian government. But look at how things are going now, hourly. And so to whose interest? So everybody will see it. The consequences of their actions. Nothing, not even a single action will go unpunished. Yes, you may think you have the powers, you have the army, you have the military, but these things are transient. They're ephemeral. We have said it. Power is transient. Nobody has the monopoly to it. No single individual can say, look, I will stay in power forever. It's not true. And that is it. So the women are saying, the Biafran women are saying, release this man to us. Release him now. Let us watch him. And if you fail, Nigeria will remain in tatters, in shambles.